Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to InfDev and Yap. So, so please sit back. We can go and grab a snack, relax, and you can put me on the second monitor. And let's go and play some Mince Raft. Today I think I have a plan. I think. let's grab our armor. I have a plan that surprisingly has nothing to do with the quarry project, which is kind of unusual at this point, because like the quarry project's gonna be the thing that takes us a long time. Let's see here. Let's head over through here. First of all, we're gonna be needing a ton of cobblestone. Last time we left off, we were having some cobblestone. So first off, we need to actually, yeah, we might as well. Yeah, first off, what we're gonna do is we're gonna be chopping trees, get at least a ton more wood, and then we're gonna be planting some as well. Of course it falls. Of course night falls right as I'm planning something. This bed doesn't work, but like it's what we're gonna do is we're gonna be needing these as well. So our first mission of the day is, well, we are running low on wood. Right, and that's no good. That's not fun. Running low on wood can be a slight problem. We're gonna be needing which we might as well be taking a ton of these stone axes as well. Cause with the amount that we're gonna be needing, it's are we let me see here. Options should be on hard difficulty. We could attempt to do this at night, but like, why would we? Is it just me or is my or okay, it does work. Okay. I turned down my system sound. I turned down the sounds because my brain was a little more active today, so, and whenever it's more active, it really does not like anything beyond a certain sound limit. I think it's an autism thing, isn't it? Is it like an autism thing to like your entire brain's like, no, no, not today. Please do not attempt. No, you're not. And it's like, no, you can't have that. Like, to your brain's just like, no, you cannot have. Oh my gosh. Dead pig. Something makes me curious, right? I could go ahead and attempt to cook some things while I'm at it as well. Flint. I can make flint and steel in this version, right? It exists, correct? If I remember properly, it should. Yeah, it does. Yeah, because I know it was an InDev. So, like, there's no way it would be removed already. Would it? Yeah. So you can see, this is the actual crafting recipe. This is how I normally do it. It's not shapeless in this version. Here, in fact, like, this is the version I played so long, to the point where every time I saw that it wasn't shaped like this, I was like, how is that working? What mod is doing that? What mod did I install? Like, for years I thought it was a mod that made it shapeless, you know, like, and I'm just like, oh yeah, this is oh yeah, what mod are you using it to make it shapeless? Like, oh, we're playing vanilla. It's like, but it's shaped, but the flint and steel is a shaped recipe though. It took me years to figure out that they made this vanilla shapeless, that they made this shapeless in vanilla. Uh, I thought it was a mod for so long. But yeah, like, I think the first thing though, right, is we need to, well, take all of this here, and we need to, well, alright, so we have about four of these, so we have about three of each of these, right? So we have three tall, right? And I need to finish this here as well. So my entire goal for today is to, well, finish my, finish this area. And I want to at least get all the chests in. Cause, like, here's the thing, like, because, like, here's the thing with, like, here's the thing, we're gonna need a ton of chests. And, because, like, this is probably not gonna be enough dirt, we're probably gonna have to expand it this way a little. And eventually I'm going to be making and eventually I'm gonna maybe have to, well, make this go out here, and then right along here, and then right along here I'm gonna have this center bit here go downwards, and then these are gonna still be regular ways outwards, which I think is generally okay, which I think should be okay. We need so that's about 6, that's 12, 13, and then 14. It's about 14 chests. This is normally, so as you can see, like, this is 6, so this is 6, 12, and then you got 14, 6, and then you got, so okay, so that means it's 16 chests over here. Then we need 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. This is supposed to not, I don't think this is supposed to be here. But yeah, like, it's, but yeah, this entire, but yeah, I can't, oh my gosh. Can you? Rude. Listen, I let you live in my house and you're still being rude? Come on, man. The least you can do is have some type of, at least have some type of not, at least try not to be this rude. Come on, man. But yeah, eventually we're going, I think, we're gonna need an entire chest for this, aren't we? But my plan is to, like, build, like, an actual, like, food shop eventually, and that's where all the food's gonna be stored, because, like, and I think that would always be super fun. And I think we're all, like, all the stone types, we're gonna be, like, stuff like this, and furnaces and stuff like that, like spare furnaces and such. We can use all that for a lot of things. So we have, and then we can have, like, a ton of, like, cobblestone in there, some regular stone, some of these slabs, you know, a ton of fun stuff happening with that, right? We can have, it essentially would be a stonemason. Okay, okay, good. I was just trying to make sure you weren't gonna try to hop in my way. Uh, uh do you want in or out of this room? Okay, or just put your face in the workbench. Okay, my gosh. I feel so weird talking to a literal digital pig. But yeah, you get where I'm going, right? It's just like we have a goal, and it's surprisingly not to continue the largest hole in history. Actually, I wonder, like, what's the largest hole anyone else has cleared in this version? If I could go back in time and just bring this world back, then, right, and at least and bring my oldest PC that I have, right, an old laptop, to my old self, I probably would have started YouTube a lot longer ago, and well, started playing this, right? Like we could have been on like who knows how many days in the future this would have been, because I would have never updated, because like genuinely like I probably never would have updated it either. So I'd make sure like it's like only good enough to run InfDev, right, up to, and kept it that way for a while. And then just have fell into some type of trap. It seems like some type of natural born trap. Nature trap, if you will, pitfall. But wait, it's kind of like those pitfall traps from like, what was it, like Animal Crossing or something like that? That makes me kind of want to play Animal Crossing again, but like currently my 3DS is down, right? And I don't feel like buying a Switch. Yeah, obviously, but obviously the thing that I don't want to is pay for like Switch Online, right? I don't want to put that, but my brother did say he did put me in his Switch Online family, because like I pay for PlayStation, I believe. Like I pay for the PlayStation, he pays for the Nintendo Online. Um, which like I mean like it's kind which I mean like it's kind of like a weird mutual agreement. I think. I think that yet again one thing I think we yet again one thing I think that if like which like if our stepdad still paid for Xbox, like that means we could just like, and if Xbox still had its own family thing, they could be paying for Xbox. But I think I canceled PlayStation, right, out of frustration with Sony. I'm not even joking you. It's like, come on, Sony, you used to be awesome. What the happened to you? Come on. Like, oh my gosh. There's so much. I almost said so much food. Wrong version. Never mind. Actually, over half of you disappeared when I looked away. Oh my goodness. Yeah, half of them despawned the moment I turned away. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, that always messes with my head in this version. It's like, oh, yeah, you turn away for a couple of seconds. And then all of a sudden everything despawns. It's kind of smart though in this version to have all of that. It's like if you like look away to like cover them, some of them disappear after a good minute, which is pretty interesting. we do like we're gonna have to like continue chopping down a lot of these trees near us, cause like for one I do kind of well for and we still need to do this fun little trick for our hedges, which is why I which this is like this obviously is like its own trick that won't work in future versions obviously, but if you're playing InfDev along with me like or like I can't remember what version this stopped working. For those of you who play any slightly newer versions of these updates, please do tell me when these stopped working. Cause I've lost track, man. Like my brain's just decoupled. My brain is decoupled worse than so like I don't have so like my brain is so far done for right now. Like I think like I had like a coffee and a couple of like bits of like when did I take damage? Where did I take damage? I'm curious. When did I take damage? Is it just wearing and tearing, or if so, I've never experienced wear and tear in this game. I don't even know it's like because if that's the case, I've never heard of like this ever having wear and tear. Oh wow, this is. Oh yeah, this from. Oh my god. Oh. If you all can't tell, this is why I love this version. This is why I love InfDev. Like, look at this. Like, this terrain is always so lovely. And obviously, we're going to be expanding our world beyond just that. We're gonna need to make like a full-on tree farm though, technically. We need a whole tree farm for this. I think after we get the full let's see here. Oh wait, I keep forgetting like that what is my render distance at far? I think like what if I just I used to have I think like on my old laptop this is what it looked like. So like everything looked so huge. So like this looked like it went on forever. So like this was like in a way like you could like see that this was the like looking upwards was kind of oh wait, but oh yeah, I keep forgetting the quick stop is F. Oh, there we go. There we go. We'll have it on normal render, right? So I'm pretty sure like cause like I think like a lot of people could play on normal render, but I think like a lot of what I could only play on was tiny. I think like actually no wait, hold on. I think a lot of people could mostly play it on tiny, right? And I'm not sure why. Like I think like it was performance reasons as well. All right. Now that okay, this is kind of good to see actually, because then if we like I think the main thing though is a lot of these are going to be like oh my gosh, like that looks so much but yeah, like everything looks so much farther away than it actually is, which I think that's actually now that I think about it, that's kind of what gives the old Minecraft its like feel and vibe, you know. Actually, there's also a lot of other things that give it that as well. And I think pretty soon, though, I think we have almost everything sorted for the mods list. However, Levi cannot run it. I think Levi currently cannot run it in VR due to a couple of reasons. One, not enough RAM, right? Because for some reason, whenever we try to use it in VR, right, it requires like between 16 and it requires 16 gigs if you're not playing on if you're not playing single player, if you're just if you're not even even if you're just not if you're hosting the world. However, for some reason, and you're playing in VR, this is where it gets kind of interesting because it requires about 20 gigs to run both at least one other person, you and hosting the server to another player, and I don't know how to go about that currently. I currently don't know what I could do to lessen it at the moment. I think I do have a band-aid solution currently, and that is a massive and I think it is all it is just an essay of a JVM argument, and this is probably just a band-aid solution for now. But me and my brother was able to run it in VR with it, so I think I think he's doing well. I think he said he'd put that in, and then he was actually able to boot it up, which is good. He said he didn't need 16 gigs, which is amazing, because that's all he has in his computer. So I've been trying to figure out ways to reduce memory. And one of the ways that I've been thinking that could work is, well, it's probably remove one of the mods that we have, and it's one of the mods that I don't want to remove. I'm which mainly due to its I think a lot of it has to do with does not help when a lot of this is silent. Is this just a meeting room now? Here, let me. I would like this, please. Please give me some of this. Thank you. Only 11. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Listen, that's fine. Yeah, there we go. About 2 stacks and 40 wool. It's actually doing pretty solid, actually. I think, however, I think for the main floor, I kind of want to. I want to use this, but that would be so expensive. Okay, now we should be able to. Well, all right. So we need so we need a total 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. No, wait, hold on. So this alone needs 12, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Alright, so we have so 28 chests. Alright, so 28 chests. So then if we go ahead and open the... So then what we're going to do is we're going to open the calculator real quick. Whenever I want to open the calculator. Of course, it's the wrong button. Alright, so we're going to need 28 chests. So if we multiply that by 8, we need 224 planks, and then if we divide that by 4 planks, we need Alright, so it, oh, I thought that was a skeleton for a second, and I was about to grow deeply concerned. I was like, whoa, no. Alright, so it says we need about 56, so if we... Alright, let's see if we have, Alright, so this should, this is probably one of the most tedious parts about this. Like, yeah, there are faster ways to craft, I know, but like, that's fine. Alright, there we go, we've got our 28 chests, alright, I think, like, this should, now we should have all of the chests we need. Alright, and then what we can do is we can go like this, go like that. And then all we have to do is start breaking this, just like that. It's easiest to place the top ones first, and then going down to the bottom. Here we are, just like that, and now we have our entire walls of chests, just like that. The reason we leave out this one gap here is because like this gap allows us to like actively see what we're looking at, actively see what chests we're looking at. Cause like right over here, like these are supposed to be partially exposed, and it looks good, just like that. We should have. Alright. Oh my gosh. I keep forgetting, like, how much more dirt we have than anything else. Like, it's insane. Like, it is insane. I got 11 more wool somehow. Alright, let's head over into here, and let's pop this into here. 51 wool. Alright, then we can go ahead and put a ton of this wood in here. Which, I mean, eventually we should probably have, like, eventually we're gonna need to, like, go out of our way and plant more trees. Because otherwise we're gonna be kind of, not doing so well on trees. And then all of these saplings, though. All of them saplings. Though yet again, a lot of those trees I do need to get out of the way anyways, since like I need to remove them for the next like 80 something projects that I need. I think another thing is like I knew that there was like a cave entrance over there, which is why I said like there was a cave entrance somewhere across the said there was a cave. There was originally an entrance across right over on the mountain there. I can't believe I found the exact two caves. There were like two separate entrances. Like I think like I made like one for like one that was a direct route to the agriculture unit. There was an underground agriculture unit, which was super fun, by the way. Which was super fun, by the way. I love doing the agriculture area, which is gonna be and there was one direct area towards and the other one was directed to the mess hall, to the main like underground like mess hall and meeting rooms and such, and then those you can from there navigate to all the other places as well, including to each other from there, which is what I find pretty neat as well. We have I'm trying to think of what I want to do for the I'm trying to think of what I want to do for like one of the builds, right? Though yet again, I might also like show off like what Forever Modded kind of has, like show like the main bit. You know what? I'll show it in this video as well, right? I'll show you like the mod push so far. I'll show you like the difference. What the difference between the mod push and the non-mod pushes, right? Cause like I'm gonna warn you, it will take a while to like do a lot of that stuff, cause the mod push is like genuinely genuinely in of itself a chunky pack, probably one of the chunkiest packs you have ever seen. It is yeah, it's only 450 mods, but it's like massive mods. Don't let the size of the pack fool you. You know, like that number means nothing, cause alone with like if I were to just send you the pack with just the mods and the edited configs, that's an almost 10 gigabyte pack there. That's not even counting a world. Like I think a lot of what I'm trying to do is like equalize everything, right? Um, Another thing that I have been doing as well, right, is um there are a couple of things. I think there is one. Okay, so first of all, the end is in fact not there in like, or well, I think at least I think it should be disabled, because there's there's no way to get to the end currently, which is why I'm gonna ask like community help, if like, hey, can some of y'all help me with like that? Who does anyone have like skills in Galacticraft in which they can help me with this? That would be absolutely lovely, because I would love to have somebody who'd be willing to like help me with that, because I have no idea how to like mess with Galacticraft to do that. Which if you're wondering, no, it's not a tier 1 rocket. It has to be a tier 10. Which if you know, it has to be a tier 10, and I'm currently working on like a custom unit essentially, if that makes sense, like a custom thing that's allowed in like the Galacticraft, where like you normally would put your storage slots and stuff. If you put that in the storage slot of the, instead of a chest, instead of like having 3 chests, you'd have the one spot for storage. Like if you instead of placing a chest there, you'd place this you'd place a drive, which is going to, well, require materials that can only get on specific planets. And currently, I think I even removed any way for them to spawn normally, right? Or at least they should. Which, however, they still sometimes kind of bug out, and then you still have them on the main planet. It's like, okay. It's like, okay. I may need to employ like an actual wow. Okay, I guess shoost me, I guess. Rude. Very rude, man. Don't you have any sense of greeting? Come on. Okay, do you have any sense of greeting? Come on. Oh, yeah, this is... Oh, yeah, I remember there being, like, a weird cave area. Like, yeah, this is... Yeah, this is kind of what originally helped inspired, like, the way that, like, it originally shaped out, right? So look at all of this, right? It's like, there is so much you can do here, like, especially down there. Like, what we have to do is we have to build, like, a spiral staircase down there. And then you can go up and down, like like over here it pops downward, right? Which this is where all of like the meeting areas, to like the mess hall, the meeting areas, etc. Right, this is for like all of like your main like and activity areas. You have over here, which is the main farmer area. Or if you head over through here, go over through here, go all the way over to here into here. Right over here, you'd have your main wheat. You'd have your main wheat field, and then over here you'd have your main processing area, right? And then you'll have like an outdoor area. You have another. You have a couple of outdoor areas. So like this would be like that one lookout area. This is like this is like a custom farming balcony where like everyone can like enjoy like the view and such. Cause like yeah, we gotta love that. The next which like but yeah, like there's a lot of stuff that I had going on here. Oh, I do not think we need two of those. However, eventually we will have to go down there. And then right here, right here we have this, which I don't think I did anything with that. I always love to see these because like these are like some really good natural shelters, right? Cause like one thing I want to do is like I could make like a glass roof all the way around into the cave area, into like these areas, and have them like split in like a Y pattern almost. And then you have so many caves dotted throughout this mountain, so many holes, etc., that it kind of just this mountain kind of just begs to be a city, if that makes sense. Like it looks like it could support entire civilizations, and that's pretty cool. Which I think like some of the by the way, if like which by the way, if you're like wondering like when will I run out of ideas, I don't know. I don't really run out of ideas. I just kind of run out of I'm more like I never run out of ideas. Like that's the funny part. I don't run out of ideas. I run out of motivation before I run out of ideas. Like like how I work is like I start getting a is whenever I'm doing something like this, right? Is I stockpile so many ideas in my head that like they end up overwhelming me. My ideas end up the amount of ideas I have overwhelm me before I manage to finish them. So like instead of that, it's kind of just so instead of just like, oh yeah, I should focus on this, it's like, oh, I should focus on this and then do this and then do this. This is. You could probably notice this. You could probably notice this pattern with a lot of my videos, right? I have like severe like ADHD and as well as autism, as well as severe autism. So like yeah, so like it's kind of like, though yet again apparently like it's more of a high functioning autism, but autism is still autism. Um like, I'm not really ashamed to be autistic either. Like, I know a lot of people seem to think it's like something horrible, and it's like, no. No, I kind of view it more as more of a superpower, to be fair, right? Same thing with ADHD. Like, you gotta like think more positive about it, if that makes sense. Um, like if you try to, like as an example, the power of the human brain is immense. So if you like keep telling yourself you're gorgeous in the mirror every single day, right? You'll eventually start believing it, right? Um, or if you say I'm a kitty in the mirror, you can make yourself believe you're a cat. I'm not even joking you. There's a lot of things you can do. Like you don't even need to Pavlov people with that one. Like you don't even need to Pavlov yourself. You just kind of got to you can trick yourself into doing like positive things for yourself as an example. Like I think one of the like obviously not everyone's brains are easily tricked, right? Which honestly is kind of neat about humans is that like is like their brains aren't easily tricked, and it's what kind of makes them like set themselves apart from other animals, right? Yes, you're an animal. Treat yourself as such. Treat yourself well. Which I mean, which oh my gosh, already nighttime. Like I think but yeah, like a lot of this is going to, but yeah, I'm gonna be clearing out the entire trees along that, except for that tree. I'm gonna keep these trees along that line, right? Because like there are some trees in some areas which I think have like a great significance in my opinion. They're floating on a small island. Yeah, let them stay there. Dude, this is like, dude, that I keep forgetting that that's a thing. Oh my gosh, look at that one block over there. I find it so funny, right? That a lot of these are like, I find it so amazing, like how this world looks. Like even to this day, this world even to this day, right? This exact seed, right? I've gotten this seed once before as a kid, so like as soon as I saw this seed, I'm like, wait a minute. If I head this way, there should be a small little mountain area that should look familiar, and there should be which I knew there was a giant lake and a sandy beach, and I'm like, ah! But I was like, ain't no way this is the same seed, and you're gonna find out it is the same seed. Which I think is which I think is absolutely mind blowing, right? Like 13 years apart, getting the exact same seed, which by the way, in this version is a gamble. By the way, seeds are kind of like the gamble are pretty much gambling. You might finding a seed you're looking for takes a lot of time, and if you find it, then congrats, you've probably wasted all of your luck. And that's it. But that's kind of okay though, in a way. Like, I don't know how else to put it. It's kind of good though that like whenever you find that kind of when you find these seeds. All right, then we can put this one extra arrow in here. 2 arrows. Yeah. We don't have a lot of arrows. I usually get them from skeletons because, for one, I'm not spending all that iron on arrows. Number 2, as much as I like iron, I kind of need iron for a ton of other things anyway. So like. Whoops, back to game. Accidentally accidentally tabbed out. Alright, and if we head back over through here. If we head into here, boom, 61. We have but yeah, like I think like you see this right? This should be a decent amount of wood, right? Even then, like we still have to go out of our way to we still need to chop down all of this, which means we should be able to make 8 axes. I think I'd rather make it out of cobble. Honestly, cause making it out of cobblestone kind of makes a bit more sense. Because stone axes are cheap, they're easier, and they don't require nearly as much. They're cheaper, they're easier, and they're not faster than iron, but as much, even though we have a decent amount of iron to work with, I do kind of prefer to use my main iron tools for main stuff. So as you can see, if I have this along here, I usually align my hot bar, which I think before next time I might actually before I start recording, I'm gonna be putting a couple of things that we need in our, which if I ever need anything in my inventory, right, we'll have them there. So normally my inventory goes sword, bow, pickaxe, axe, shovel, right, and then I have, so right about here, then I have 2 spaces for blocks. I got food, then food, and then torches. That is my normal hotbar setup, by the way, if you're ever curious. Why, you might be asking, why is my hotbar set up like that? Why would I set my hotbar up like that? For one, I think it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense to me. Makes it easier. A lot of what I do. I'm not sure if that strikes me as violence coded. Maybe, I don't know. I think it probably does strike myself as violence coded. Alright, let's see here. Can I cook all of this here? Alright. I think if we go ahead and do that. Oh my gosh. Let's see. If we go ahead and go like this, and then go like this. Alright, then we can go like this, and keep forgetting it's way easier to do this with one furnace rather than juggling multiple furnaces. If you can't tell, juggling more than one furnace is really hard, especially when smelting these. Alright, let's go ahead and take all of this here. I can go like this. You know what? I'm just gonna do one furnace. It'll be alright. Alright, I'll juggle this small. I'll just do in this small furnace here. This should make it a little easier as well. Like, might as well cook these up while I'm at it. Well, it's like nighttime. Like, I mean, like, I could go and, do a much, like, I could, like, do a ton of, like, planning and stuff like that as well, which is kind of needed anyways, because, like, especially, like, the amount of times that we're gonna be doing things. I keep forgetting that this was, like, a weird render. I love the weird rendering issues in this version. It's like, what? It's like, how did this one come about? I mean, like, to be fair with, like, the amount of issues in games, like, Ark as an example, I still wonder how the heck that even... Sometimes you wonder how they even happen, right? Right, it's just like, well, it's like, oh, how did that happen? Then you check the code. And then you're just like, oh, that makes sense. Then you realize you're just like one value off. Like, like genuinely, you're like you're like off by a single. Like you're off like your equation is off like by like 0.1, and then suddenly you're having a boatload of problems. You mess up your equation just slightly, and then you've just messed up the rendering engine. It is so crazy. It is crazy just how like a little mistake in coding can like completely mess up a renderer. Like, and like even if it's like and sometimes there's small things for like it's not gonna break it much, but then it like causes something weirdly cool like this, or like you can hide the stake behind that kind of, if that, weirdly enough, like you can hide items behind blocks. So like if you have an item and you don't want to like, and you didn't want to like show it, you can like do something like that. I think we're gonna be needing to, well, break down at least one more log. There we go. Which like, yeah, it would. Which like I believe in like, which a lot of these like don't really stack in this version, so like it's like smelting these takes so long. Like genuinely, it takes such a long time to smelt these. Unless you decide to dedicate an entire furnace room to these, like, and besides, the humble hopper does not exist here, so don't even ask for a hopper. Don't even say hopper. For those who don't know anything about this version, like, which like, yeah, you got some things here. I'd have to like look up everything that's in this version, like what's all like different, like, and like I'm gonna have, which like, cause like I know like I'm not the greatest at remembering, and a lot of people know that like they're like, not everyone is the greatest at remembering things. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go like that, and then I'm gonna. Alright, I think like roughly 2 bits of food here should be pretty darn good. Then we can go like this and throw all of these inside of here. There we go. Alright. Alright, I think like since we have most of that cleared, we should probably clear over here a little. Or maybe actually up there. Yeah, we need to clear up there, otherwise we're not going to be able to get our second tower done. Which then we're gonna like put a wall between it. Like, even though the wall like serves no purpose, it's just I just like it. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. nothing wrong with doing something just because. Just because. It's literally sometimes not even, that's not even a bad reason for it. Or well, for some things that is. Alright, I think one of my next. What else do we have? We need to clear out all of these trees along here. Then we can go ahead and go like this, and then continue along like that, and then an absolutely deep little hole for literally no reason. That is so weird. Wait, is that one from me? I don't think that's from me. No, yeah, that's not from me. I was like, wait a minute, I've never made that. I would have remembered that. I kind of want to I wouldn't be surprised if somebody made edited down versions of these, right? And just kind of showed past versions of what happened, especially whenever I was confused. Well, isn't that creepy? That looks like an entrance. Oh no! That is actually ridiculous. That is, what? When? This just straight up looks like an entrance to an actual base, which is creepy as shit. That's creepy. To this day, still immediately get surprised by this world. I don't think I've ever seen this. I don't think I've ever chopped. I don't think I've ever stopped to look at that ever. You think maybe I did notice that in the other last time whenever I played the original world, but just kind of forgot about it. A lot of people, I'm pretty sure a lot of people do this. For they play on a world, right? It's a world you've had for years, and then you forget that things like that. This just straight up looks like an entranceway to some sort of underground fortress, and it's kind of creepy as well. It's weirdly creepy. It should not be that should not be a thing. But this is why I love this version. It adds that weird creeping factor, right? This looks way too man-made. Sort of sometimes you find a room and it just looks in a cave and it just looks way too uniform and man-made. And it's oh my gosh. Which I guess it kind of adds to that little bit of fear, to the little bit of weird fear factor. Even if it's a small bit of oh, that's weird. That's extremely creepy. That's kind of creepy. But yeah, I do love, which I think that's another reason I love this version, is you find things like that, which is ridiculous. It is ridiculous on how, which by the way, I think if you go and check that out on some of my earlier copies, it'll also be there too. It should probably be there too as well, because I don't remember digging that out. All you'd have to do is get over this mountain here, right? And you'll see that it's there, which I've never seen it. I've never acknowledged it as well. Which kind of makes me wonder, right? Why is it so weird, in how it's placed, I kind of it kind of makes me think about I kind of want to make kind of want to okay, so Forever Modded Like currently I have RTG in the current like stable playable version, right? I'm using RTG Geographic Craft and well, what is that mod? Um uh Biomes of Plenty. Yeah, and Biomes of Plenty, which which obviously I tried to use a different biome mod, but it just didn't match what I was looking for. Weirdly enough, like sometimes which like and besides like Biomes of Plenty adds a ton of stuff, and then however even that just wasn't correct. Then however like I even have a mod called Streams, which by the way I had to use Scalar Legacy, I believe, right, in order to allow me to use that, because otherwise if I used any other scalar thing, it caused a ton of issues because of it using a different scalar version, because the Streams mod used a weird scalar version. Just think like its main, which a lot of it's kind of like weird. I think the next thing though that we're gonna try and do is we're gonna attempt to like make like kind of a nice little which I think we're gonna end up making the main area like we need to like remove all of these as well. I have no idea what height I'm at. I know I'm not at world height, that's for sure. The main which I do want to eventually work on my own world gen as well. I currently am learning how world gen works and stuff like that, and it so like so like for forever modded, like I want a whole custom world gen. Like I wanted, like I was gonna like make like everything, like if I had, like because if I had like because like remind like I would love to make like a custom like version of chisels and bits as well, though. Right, one that isn't really tile entities. Like I believe it's tile entities, which causes it to like have a weird bit of lagging issues, but it's also weirdly more compatible than something like little tiles. I don't know, like little tiles, like I love little tiles, right? It is like it has so much to it. But like I but like every single time I try to add it, it's like incompatible with another one of the mods, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I just want little tiles, man. I do keep mip map levels on, right? Because like because I think you need the mip maps to be there for that. Yeah, look at that. We've got like a pretty decent chunk of that right now. Doing pretty well. Literally just an hour of chopping trees. That's bound to be a title. Literally just over an hour of chopping trees. Which it might end up being a shorter one as well, just because it's just chopping trees. Not unless you want to see me chop a ton of trees. Which I guess is, which I guess like is all up to, which I mean like could also be up to a lot of y'all as well. Oh my goodness, look at that. We now have another row. We now have another slot filled. Which, if you can't tell, I have like a really weird system of how I do this here. Like, yeah, it's not the most efficient system, but it shows me where all of like the full stacks are, and then the non-full stack goes right down here. And which by the way, eventually those hoes will come in very handy, actually. Should probably make myself another axe real quick. if we go like that, go like this, and then we can make ourselves like an iron axe, which this is just gonna be used for like main like projects and stuff like that. So like nothing like out of our main scope of things. So I do want I wish I could find. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to find spooters, man. All I want is a spider. All I want to do is kill a couple of spiders. Like, I need like what, like one more piece of string at least. I just need like all I need is like one more spider, and then I'll have like this stuff to make the final bit of what I need there for that. Then we have that. Let's see here. Which this is currently a very odd hotbar layout for me. So like I'm trying not to like so I'm trying to like make it at least somewhat net. We good? Okay. You want to do it? Which room do you want to be in? Do you want to be in there? Do you want to be in the main? Do you want to be in the main room? Okay, yeah, just you seem kind of happy. I weirdly enough don't want to kill you. It's because you seem like such a happy boyo. Even though I know you're gonna like despawn anyways, which is it's gonna be quite a sad moment. So which is why I don't want to like get attached to you. Hey, look, it's Creeper. Like, oh my gosh, like, you know what? I'm not even gonna lie, right? I have a proposal for like the creeper, right? Because like a lot of people say like yeah, like they don't like to deal with creepers in most biomes, right? I have an idea. Make an alpha biome, right? Hear me out on this, right? Has alpha terrain, alpha style terrain and everything, right? A very, very rare island. Creepers can only spawn there, right? Which I think would be a wonderful thing, right? It'd be like such a very fun way to like you get like obviously like and then because you have like sulfur and such, you know, like you could it's because like you'd have which like another thing you could do is you can like make special variants like make like all of like the old mobs, right? You know, like you could like make it sure if you bring any of the old blocks, any of the new or old blocks there, they'll look exactly how they do here, which I think would be such a cool little detail. I think that's actually I think that's a thing that you can do, right? I've seen it. I've seen this done before with I think a mod called Alpha Below, I think. Like I've been really looking at that and it is super cool. Like it is such a cool mod. Like if you ever have time and you're on like 1.20.1, I highly suggest looking at it. It is super cool. Another fun mod. It's a terrain generator called it's the name of it is the I think is shoot, what is the name of that shoot, like I know like it's modern or beta. There we go. That's the one I'm looking for. That's another one I suggest checking out if you want like beta terrain in modern. That's another really fun one. My favorite so far, right, with of all of the a lot like I absolutely love a lot of like terrain, like I love a lot of different mods. Like I also miss the old alpha biome from from it, which I think like one of the main things there, like which another thing that I want to do is with my terrain generation is make a pocket edition biome. It'll just kind of just be like an island roughly the size of a pocket edition world. So it's gonna be weirdly square and like jut out, and like you'll know that it's a pocket edition biome. You would be able to tell, which gonna change like the grass sides and everything. Not sure if like I'll need like custom blocks or anything, but like I mean technically you could do like custom like terrain basis and like not unless like actually wait, does Alpha Below just like only do that because it's a dimension, right? If so, then that's pretty interesting. If it's like a dimensional thing, if like the person who makes Alpha Below, right? If you're watching this video, can you please tell me how that works? Like are you like using like what are you using to change that? Cause like that's really cool. Like I weirdly want to know like if it's only possible via dimensions or what. It's like a genuine burning question of mine. Cause like it is such a cool, cause it's like so cool that's even able to be done, right? Like as soon as you pop into the dimension, right? It's like wood looks like this, like oak looks like this, the leaves look like this, the grass looks like that. A lot of things just look like it like traveled through time, and it is such a cool thing to look at, right? I really really want to know. Like I am super curious about it. It is such a cool thing. Like I wonder if it would like even is it just is it like could not change via biome or it's baffling. I don't know how else to say it. It's like baffling, and yet again, it's so cool that like it's even possible to begin with. Like I didn't even know that was possible. Like though, to be fair, like anything is kind of possible if you know what you're doing. Like but yeah, but yeah, if you ever do have the chance to check out Alpha Below, do check it out. Like it's not even like a hoarder mod. Like you can optionally turn on horror, which is just kind of a cool thing, right? Like you can have like the actual Herobrine and such. I had to like stop to like because like I was curious on what that pig was doing. Like and I was like, excuse me, pig, are you doing okay? It looked like he was struggling almost. Like I was like, hey, do you need a bit of help, man? It's but yeah, like a lot of but yeah, there's a lot of like really talented modders out there, and like which like yeah, obviously I would love let's say I know like on 1.12 I know I'm sticking to 1.12. I know it's really funny, it's really funky that I stick to 1.12 for like really weird personal reasons, but like because I mean like I might eventually, though yet again there might end up being a 1.20.1 version. However that requires Team Cough to finish Thaumcraft 7, which by the way if which by the way, no rush, by the way, just take your time, because Thaumcraft deserves the best, right? Like Thaumcraft deserves the most amount of time and attention too, because it's like Thaumcraft is such an amazing mod, you know? I mean like to be fair, like Thaumcraft has I mean like to be fair, like Thaumcraft, like depending on the version, has always kind of been like a hit or miss. Like the best one I've played is like 4 and 6 are my favorite, right? However, Thaumcraft 7, like I've seen like little sneak peeks of it as well, right? Like on like Reddit and such, and it is so cool to look at, you know, Like genuinely, like honestly, like I think it's shaping up to be pretty neat. I like what's going on there. I genuinely like what's going on there. There's a ton of things that I also want to that like is also going to be replaced, right? Because like some things just don't exist in 1.20.1. Like because like I know some people want a little more modern version, and some however, if you ask for 1.21.1 Neoforged, you can go fly a kite. I'm sorry. I do not understand Neoforge enough. You can fly. You could go fly your kite somewhere else. Um, like I'm which I spent a lot of time trying to understand 1.20 how to mod 1.20.1. Okay. Like, please don't ask me for a Neoforge version on 1.21. Like, please. If you want to go out of your way and do it, sure. I don't care. Like, however, at least keep it close to the original. Cause like genuinely, Thaumcraft 7 is going to be on 1.21, like 1.20.1, which I think is the confirmed version if I remember properly. Please correct me if I'm wrong, yeah, it's a very, like I've been excited for Thaumcraft 7 for a while. Like it is which by the way, as much as like I know like Team Cough has like its own weird issues, right? I don't know a lot of like the weird issues surrounding Team Cough and a lot of other different modders, so like I kind of don't pay attention at this point, man. I've lost track of everything from to even down to even time. Like to me, like time doesn't exist, if that makes sense. Huh? Never. Huh? I can't remember this area. I weirdly enough cannot remember this area for the life of me. This is such a neat little terrain thing here. Like it's like a weird little cave system. It almost kind of makes me want to like do something about this area. Like I don't know what to do though. I love weird terrain. I love weird terrain things. You know, like they don't need to be like this intriguing. Like they're always like terrain complications are always so intriguing to me. They've always like especially if they look completely out of place, by the way. I've always found it to be so baffling that it keeps me interested in the world long enough to continue this worlds for so long, you know. Um, Actually, I think this is the longest I've ever done anything right without corrupting a world. Like, actually, yeah, this is actually more episodes than I've done with anything other than like KMSBS 1, I think actually. So like, however, that one's kind of hard to corrupt. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know how you would corrupt that. Like, I think they, because I do know how to corrupt those worlds. Bedrock is like weirdly has like weird ways to corrupt things, but like it's super fun. Like I think like I've been starting to play a little bit of Bedrock as well. Still play a bit of Bedrock. You know, I'm not playing as often. I have a realm for like my friends and I. So like, speaking of it, I might get on my realm in a little while. And I'll show you a bit around the realm. I'll have to like install a couple of things. I'll smush all of the recordings together for y'all as well, so like that way you can like see everything. So I'm sure y'all would, cause I'm sure some of y'all would like that as well. Um, I'm trying to like think of what else here, like, cause like one of the things is like I will be which like I'm gonna show you a bit of like progress on KMSBS 2. Actually no, not K. I'm not gonna show you that. That one's That one's secret. That one currently is. That one is. I might. After like whenever whenever I think like after like I do like one quick update for it, right, and like see what mods we can replace, I might end up replacing one of the space mods with something a bit different, maybe for something that I kind of need a bit more than that, right? But yeah, like if you ever want to make like your own like kind of modded skyblock feeling pack, one, it one like every time you make a new version, it better be different. Like the way to generate resources better be different, and in the beginning, it better be inconvenient. It better be a little inconvenient at first. Like I think like the first like one, it was loot bags. Our main source was like basic loot bags, which I thought was like super funny, right? It was just like a basic loot bag. It was just like a basic loot bag add-on that we found off of like MCPDL. Which is why kind of a lot of that wouldn't be possible on anywhere else essentially. It's kind of funny a lot of like what we did behind the scenes, right? Like that chisel for bedrock was one of those. It's like one of those more intriguing ones, like that a lot of people didn't even know existed. It's like I think I had like comments on it as well saying that like I didn't even know that existed. And then it's like, and I even got like I think like one time during like modded survival, I even got like the person who made the parallax sounds. Yeah, the guy who made parallax sounds. Like I can't remember his name at the moment, but like yeah, he commented on my video and said thanks for using parallax sounds, and that was a really cool shout out. I absolutely and that was awesome. That was awesome to see. Like I absolutely enjoyed that. That weirdly enough made me like I've like that was the first time I think any person who's ever made something ever called ever said thanks for showing this off, which honestly I thought that was really cool. Like never expected that. It's such a cool experience, like like doing things on YouTube and then getting comments from people you never thought you'd get comments from always kind of makes you feel good, right? It's weirdly enough it weirdly enough makes you it makes you feel happy about yourself, right? Like even like and sometimes like especially like if it's like the creator of like a pack that you're using like either like a texture resource or more. Oh my gosh, that light off in the distance looks so eerie. Yeah, that is so fun. Oh, that is so in oh, that is so intriguing. But yeah, I think like oh, there we go. Let's see here. Now we should be able to take 3 of these, take 1 of these, and we should be able to grab our sticks. And we don't make a wob. Preferably, we just don't make the wob. Don't make a wob by accident. Now we have our entire. Yeah, look at that. Now we have our entire now we have our main hotbar, which then up here is where we're gonna be putting a lot of our excess a lot of these arrows here. We're gonna be needing a ton of arrows for that. That was actually a really good run today. Look at all that wood. That is such an amazing amount of wood. Like, I think But yeah, but yeah, like weirdly enough, like I've always loved to see those comments, right? I was like weirdly, I was like, okay, how do I put this? Like, I've always been like weirdly excited whenever I see like somebody who I never expected to comment on my videos to comment. It always makes my day. It really does, to be honest. Right? It really does. Like, I've genuinely enjoy like seeing a lot of that. Um, like like it's like it's really interesting, right? It's all like it's really interesting on how like weirdly happy it is. Like so now that we have like the storage area finished, like I'm gonna like oh wait, no. Wait, this is a bit too actually I could kind of do that actually. Kind However, like this is where it's going to be going down. And the center part I'm gonna be the center part I could make out of cobble. That wouldn't be that bad actually. That wouldn't look bad. That would actually be kind of nice. Like, I kind of want to like make these areas like keep these areas right over here as stone, right? And just like only the center part not be stone. So actually, now that I think about it, like I kind of have to like change the way that I do this here, because like I have to like deal with like actually yeah that should work. Actually, that would be it. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and grab my torches. I should probably have like spare torches lying somewhere, cause like otherwise like because we can't be having mob spawning anywhere around here. That's never fun. I think one of the next ones that which like weirdly enough, like I think a lot of my next few things that I'm going to do is is what if we like took all of this and like kind of like made this into like kind of like a walled area, and then we can we'll end up finishing it later, I guess. Yeah, like then like you fall down like one more block maybe I like go down like one more block, and then it's just like that should do it. That much after that I would be able to do that. Probably gonna like stop it here as well, like because like an hour and a half of it seems to be pretty good. Sounds like so we did get a ton done. Like this is actually a lot of a lot of stuff being done today. So I do hope your day all goes very quite well while I go ahead and quickly take off my armor real quick. Put it back in the closet. Wait. So like yeah, I hope your days all goes very well. I hope I hope everything, and I hope you take care of yourself and have a good day. Alright, like genuinely, like you deserve a good day. Don't don't let your brain tricking you into thinking you shouldn't have a bad day. You should have a bad day. So while we're out here making this, I hope your day all goes well, and I'll see you next time. And I'll see you in the next one where I'll see you in the next one where we will, in which we will get started on, um, in which we will probably have to go for another, in which we'll probably, instead of chopping trees, we're gonna be doing we're gonna be first chopping a bit of trees up there only. Then we're gonna go on a mining trip, and then I'll see you as soon as it's, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Wee. Oh, I forgot to press stop recording. Actually, let me show you. Actually, wait, before you go, quick after show. I'm gonna quickly pause this, and I'm gonna show you guys some things. Like for those of you who stayed, here, let me show you something. All right, so currently I have Prism Launcher loaded. I'm going to show you. This real quick. Right. So first of all, we're gonna be booting up Forever Modded. So for like the last little bit, like it's and as soon as it's loaded, and I'm in a game, I'll show you some things. I'll show you the current version, and then after that I'll show you the which like I'm probably not going to show the mod push at the moment because like that's already such a pain to deal with. Which by the way, like currently Forever Modded is also was known as Crashy's Unreal World. Surprisingly, like is now in Clean Room. So like which in of itself takes a while, which in of itself is so good to see. It takes so much less time to boot up a world as well, to like boot everything up with Clean Room. Currently there are 360 mods in this version of Forever Modded that is not the mod push. 420 if you're in, 456 if you are playing the mod push. The mod push I might as well like I might end up like trying to like figure out how, like as soon as like, which I still need to make the, I don't think, which like I think like I have like version like 1.10.2, which I believe is what version I decided before the 1.10.3 underscore U, which is the unstable variant. That was the setup for pre-clean room setup, essentially. Which I had to like do stuff like use like a bunch of different mods to like patch some things, patch some bugs and stuff. And I had to like make sure everything worked before putting it in Clean Room. It took like almost like it took like 2 days, I believe, to like make sure like I had everything correct, right? And doing my own research as well. Like during this, as you can see, you probably heard that. So while we're here, let me pop you over to Forever Modded. Yeah. See, Clean Room. We go into single player. Right, I've got a ton of testing worlds. Let me show you some of this stuff. Like here is let's go into our main let's go into our main world. Let's go into my main testing world, right? Which I've been doing a couple of things, making sure everything's like it takes a good second for everything to load. As you can see, look at this. We've got Mistcraft going. I think I fixed some weird Mistcraft issues, and so if you go ahead and look at all of this, like we have like why is suddenly like my frames like not 175? Why do I have 2 molten iron ingots in here? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, we've got Tinker's Antique, which like I think that's one of these. We've got our immersive vehicles and such, right? You've got a ton of this. Like I've been going out of my way for like survival testing. Right? We've got our pickaxes. We've got bound shovels. We've got these living armor. Which I think like, as well as we've got unstable X, right? We've got the healing X, which I think is, which currently, by the way, is made exactly as you would think it is. Which, as you can see, if I press R, it's obsidian and either the unstable tools, which is these unstable ingots I'm gonna remove. Which actually, wait, instead of like that, I'm gonna like make it to like actually, I might actually wait. Actually, I think actually wait. These ones are quote stable, which I think like these are ones that like I believe like we could use these. Actually, I think there's like actually I think there's a way to make these like usable. I kind of want to change the recipe, right? Because like I don't think we can, because like this division sigil, like it's like I kind of want to like use that for like the main non-stable ones, right? So then we have like the um we have a lot of these. We got mechanism community edition. We've got lazy AE2. We've got all of these, all of our classic stuff. This is a quick and dirty tree farm that I was testing out, and it seems to work really well. Junglewood, right? So like I have the black hole unit connected to some item ducts and a small storage crate to place everything originally, and then you have all of this in here, like to where you have all of your main stuff. Well, let me quickly pop this out, make it a bit larger, get a wee bit bigger, so it's way easier to see. As you can see, we've got all of this, right? There is a ton, like, we've got a Machine Muses modular power suits, which I'm changing these recipes later. These recipes will be changed. This organic farm, like, I currently, since, like, this is both a survival and creative test, like, this is, like, a mixed hybrid testing area, which I currently have creative gas tanks in. I will eventually make creative gas tanks craftable. I've been wanting to do that for a while, right? However, like I need oh shoot, I forgot to mention. Yeah, we've got a wandering trader here, right? Yeah. Yeah, Wandy T's in this version. This is yeah, isn't that cool? Let's see here. The next couple of things here that we have is if we head now, this right here is with the RTG. Like, yeah, I love RTG. Like, look at that. Like, this is RTG's Crag. Um, if you've ever seen the regular BOP Crag, you'll know that like not it's pretty similar. But like I believe like Crag Rock is its own thing. Oh, is it Marlin? It is Marlin. Oh yeah, I forgot. Like, isn't like this weak blood orb like used for like a which blood orb is this? The master blood orb. Yeah, which I think like one of which this right here is a tier 2, I believe, tier 3, I think. It's like a tier 3 blood altar. This is tier 4 and this is tier 5. Yeah, this is tier 5. So like one other ones of these, which like then you have like these red blocks, which kind of which these weak blood shards, which require to make the bloodstone tiles to then turn them into bricks. I think these nice bloodstone bricks. They do look kind of cool. I do like how red they are. Another thing is there's like a ton of like really weird quirks for this version, right? This version is kind of quirky. But it runs super well. Like very well. I think like I've had this working on like older laptops too, so like it was also like super neat to see that. Oh my gosh, engineering manual. Like, as you can see, like, sometimes when you open your inventory, like, sometimes you get, like, really weird quirks, or, like, sometimes it'll, like, pop into your crafting bench. Like, then you're like, huh, how did that happen? The reason why I want to, like, change the recipes for Machine Muse's modular power suits is because, well, to put into perspective, Machine Muse's modular power suits is busted. Also, like, I want to, like, actually make it, like, make it, like, still, like, post a lot. I still want to, like, make other, modded armors to be worth your time. Like, because I don't want you to just stick with, like, what, like, that. Like, obviously I'm going to be making the unstable axe, like, as easy as it currently is to use, so, like, that's not a problem, man. Like, honestly, like, some people just don't want to eat. Some people just don't want to eat as much, right? That's fair. Which is why I kind of, like, kept this as kind of, like, its own thing. Another thing that I have in this is that, I've replaced, I've replaced the FTP quest with better questing. For just which like cause which I think like which obviously like as you can see quest line we've got this one and then we've got this like for some reason some of our quests are not working like I have like as you can see we've got like the designer and such like but yeah, like I kind of like I really do want to like work on that, right? For some reason, some of our quests aren't working either, which I think is kind of funky, right? I have no idea why that's the case. I think one of the other things is like some of the other quirks that include from this is like we also have like claim chunks so you can. Whoa. Why is there so much claimed area? Is this just a bug? I think this is just a bug, isn't it? Right? Yeah. No. Oh, it's over here. Wait. Why is all of this? Why did I claim all? Oh, this is the entire crag area, I think. Yeah, I claimed the entirety of the crag, so that way it like. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, so injection chamber process. Oh. Then we also have like this area, like this is Sacred Oak, which like it's like I absolutely love these Sacred Oaks, right? I kind of want to like do. There's a ton of things I want to like this terrain is amazing. As much as I love this terrain, like I weirdly enough like you see this right here, like okay, like this right here is a little body of water, and this right here is like a bit of a river, right? What I want to do with the main parts of like I want to like actually have like flowing rivers, if that makes sense. If you can't, if you can't tell, there is a ton of extremely weird visual bugs. Like one of the mods that I also have installed as well is Celeritas. So if I like go into options here, video settings. You got Celeritas. This is literally just sodium. I think then we got your dynamic lights. You've got animations, particles, render, extras, the leaf culling. I think I had to like build Celeritas. I think like what I had to do is I had to like build it in order to use Celeritas. That there like you have to like build it. I think. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna quickly go back to that, but yeah, like there is like a little yeah, like there's a little sneak peek into that. And then I'm gonna open, and then I'm gonna have to pause the recording and show you and then show you Bedrock real quick. So I'll be right back, and we'll be on Bedrock Edition. All right, so okay, so we're on Bedrock here, as you can see. Which, like, yeah, you can run Bedrock on. You can run Linux on you can run Bedrock on Linux. You just kind of need like the Nix thing. Couldn't load. Please try again later. What do you mean? Oh my gosh. Oh, 1 minute. I'm gonna have to figure this out. I figured it out. The reason why is because the latest version currently isn't support. Like that makes a lot of sense. I was gonna show you the realm, but like, oh well. Like we'll do it later, I guess. Okay, now we should be on the latest version, I think. So should be able to see my realm right here, and then I can. All right, let's. All right, so we're gonna be loading into my realm here, which is like. All right, it's gonna take a little bit because it's gonna try and download the texture pack that I'm using, which by the way is faithless. Download everything and join. All right, which this is it's not which like it's actually it doesn't take long to download the textures before you're in, and here we are. We're on PC. We're over to here. It took a minute. So this is my house. It's a work in progress. I'm doing like a hay roof, right? Or like I have some of this, right? I'm using like diorite right here. Minecraft, I don't want that. Please. Settings, accessibilities. I don't like dithering. It drives me insane. Also, where is the... game settings, tutorials, and I think that should be good. And then resume game. Alright, so this right here is the main, so this right here is where I've built. This right here is this right here is where this right here is not where we spawned in. In fact, this right here is just the main point. This is where like my friend and I, we were like looking at all like the blocks that were, well, stacked on top of each other to see like, cause like we thought that was like super cool, like, cause then we have so much more to deal with. For blocks, like this is the work in progress enchantment area. This is the farm that I'm working on as well. Let's head over to the quarry. This, by the way, this realm's in peaceful just because, like, we all agreed, like, yeah, let's just have it in peaceful and only turn it to not peaceful whenever we need mobs or anything, whenever we need mob drops or something, which we all agreed to, which is actually really okay. Okay, as you can see, we have our main area. This is the solar panel I made. It's pretty cool, right? We've got, like, I decided to build that. Oh, whoop, hey, okay. As you can see, we have a birch block that is a birch wood block that is our quarry. That is our quarry block. We've got this piping all the way into here, which I put all the dirt, and I think it's super fun. It is such a cool thing that I did there. Like, I don't really think you could like, I don't think, like, I did not need to go this far, but I did. Alright, so as you can see down here, it's always right at the block to where I need to pointing to the block that I need to next. As you can see, it's inspired off the Buildcraft quarry, and it looks so cool. This looks so cool. Like, normally I don't play Bedrock as much. I don't play Bedrock as much some people say like you bug rock, and I'm like, yeah, I know, but like, listen, this is where I started, and I never said I wasn't going back. If you like, if you ever want like updates on this, like just ask. I'll do ahead and do a couple of updates, and we'll so yeah, that'll end up showing a lot of that. Yeah, if you're curious, this is my skin, right? You probably saw that I am the same thing that's I am. Oh, yeah, I am. Yeah, which I mean, technically, like, I don't need iron armor on right now. Like, I don't really need iron armor. Like, it's but yeah, this is the. No, but yeah, this is the world so. But yeah, this is the world so far. I need to like finish that, and then we're. But that's all that. Cows are cute. The cows and sheep and a lot of the animals are so cute in this pack. So this is right here is the first floor. We have cosmic stuff. We have my stuff. Over here, I think this is Leviathan's bed, and this is just another random bed. This right here is the second floor. You got a nice little balcony right here, and it looks just so nice. It's just so nice looking. And then we have right up here the staircase to help me complete the roof, because the roof is it's going to take a little bit to completely make the roof, but like I thought I'd use this instead, because I thought I'd use this. It would be a bit more expensive, but I thought I'd just look nicer, so I'd look quite nice. But yeah, that's the entire world. So like, yeah, thanks for sticking around to this point. Thought I'd show you my. I thought I'd show you this as well. I thought I'd show you some of the things I've been doing in the background. So I hope your days all go very well, and I hope everything is. And yeah, so thanks for sticking around. I appreciate it. Appreciate all like the occasional comments that I get, or even just the random people who join in, right? Like even if they don't watch the full video, I appreciate you. I appreciate all you being here. It is so much of a joy to be able to like do this in my meantime, and the bidiurnal InfDev and Yap has kind of like reignited my love for this game. So I hope I hope you all have a very beautiful day. Take care. Love y'all. Goodbye.